So some instructions which I have to give you regarding your maintenance of notebooks. Okay, you're going to make the index before you submit it to me. Make sure your work is complete. Make sure you've done your literature work. Have you done your writing skill? Okay, I have done 2 letters with you. I've asked you to write 1 letter in the notebook. Any 1 letter you can write. Fine. I have given you grammar questions. Today I've shared a PDF with you. So there are those grammar questions. So before writing the grammar questions, I want you to quickly write down the rules. If I've given you exclamatory sentences, what are the rules for changing? If I've given you imperative sentences, what are the rules? Right? So whenever I give you grammar questions, before that, what are you going to write down? Rules of grammar. Before I give you a writing skill, what are you going to write down? The format. Important points to remember. Clear? And yes, please make sure your handwriting is and clean and nice. And yeah, leave a line after answers. Make sure that your work is checked regularly. If it has to be covered, then right. If you have that school, cover, then it is okay, fine. Right? And make sure that you do your work regularly. No excuses at all. So I'm going to start with the next poem. And all of you look at your books here. Which poem is it? Yes, wait. My screen has frozen. Yes, Angel, please read the first stanza.
I go to my own summer morning. Then the birds sing on every tree. The fish find on, and the sky laughs sings before. Oh, but the tree comes and goes.
Now here, if you look at this page, we see the schoolboy. What is there in this picture that makes us think that is the boy happy or is he unhappy? He's happy. Why is he unhappy? Because he has to go to school, right? And yes, when he goes to school, what are the things that he has to do?
And wake up early.
Wake up early. He has to do a lot of work. He has to do homework. He has to do tests, right? Activities and whatnot and everything there. Yes, and if you were to put yourself in the place of that schoolboy, how would you describe this? If you have to say life of a student, what is it like? Are you happy? Are you sad? You want to be outside running around playing? You want to be playing your video games? No, we don't want to. What have you done so many months? You'll be playing that only. No, we want to be. Are you happy to be back at school?
Yes.
Are you happy to be with your friends?
Yes.
Who's saying no?
Yes.
Put that thing down. Here, yes, so like there's a bird there in the picture, the boy is there doing his work, and he has compared himself to a bird. How does the bird feel in a cage? Unhappy. And yes, the bird is there in the cage, and we feel, oh my God, I'm taking so good care of it. I've provided a nice cage, I'm giving grains also, I'm changing the water also, and the bird should be happy. But the bird is happy in the sky, flying in the sky. Right? So Kashish came today? Yes, we also. Monday, good. And yes, so here, what about it? Can you compare yourself with a bird in a cage? There are things you want to do. Like as a child, what would you like to do? Play and and enjoy your childhood and just relax and not have any burdens or any worry. Okay, so yes, so the child has been compared with or comparing himself with the bird. Okay, right. Yes, and let's read this poem. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bar, worn through with the dreary. So sometimes you sit with your book for so long, are you able to concentrate? And you keep on wondering, what am I trying to read? Yes? So you are there, so spending too much time with your books also makes you unhappy, makes you lose your concentration. So what is the best way, yes, of keeping up your concentration? Mix. You should mix your studies with short breaks. So take a break, and when you feel that your mind is fresh, and then you come back to your studies. So for long hours, you will not get that concentration. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing, forget his youthful spring? Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of the joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy or the summer roots in fear? William Blake. Is this a very genuine explanation? What were you able to understand? Yes. So considering here, yes, what have you understood from this book? And tell me, let us just have a discussion here. We'll just see your feelings, and then tomorrow I'll discuss my feelings, okay, about this book. We'll discuss true feelings. Yes.
The boy thinks that he is like a bird and object which but he thinks that when school is like a day or
So the bird is in the cage and the child is in school. What is the boy's cage? School. And yes, so like young birds, after the winter season, when the spring comes, you see on the plants what buds. And what do the buds grow into? Beautiful flowers. And when they're taken care of, when they're given right amount of sunlight and temperature and whatever is required, they bloom into beautiful flowers. So what is the child saying? What will happen if you don't take care of that bud? Will it bloom into a beautiful flower? It will, if it is nipped in the bud, nipped means broken. Right? It's not allowed to grow. Then what will happen to it? It will not bloom. It will not, yes, it would not be, like, yes, having all the nice qualities, right? And not beautiful and colorful and the fragrance, everything that you look for in a flower. Okay, right? Yes, here. So the comparison is there, the bird and the boy. The boy has to go to school and bird is in the cage. Okay. Who sends the boy to school? Parents? Who is the bird in the cage? Right? And who wakes up the boy every day? Alarm, chirping of the birds, right? It could be yes. And when he hears those birds, he wants to be as free as the birds, right? Yes, right. And what happens to the boy in the school? Who's there watching the boy in the school? He's watching. What is he doing? Right? Are you writing? Are you listening? Are you attentive? Are you awake? Are you sleeping? Not? Okay. So the teacher checks everything, but the child is not happy, and he has given a very beautiful explanation. That they live with flowers. We need to grow. They give us freedom. Right? But once again, here you've been free for such a long time. Tell me, how did you use that freedom? Prabhat, can you sit straight? Go there then. Go there. So are you able to utilize the freedom wisely? Or at your age, okay, let's assume this boy is of your age, and if it's at your age, students have a lot of problems. Small children don't have any problems. Big children realize we need to study hard and we have to focus on a future. So it is these 3-4 years, you have a big problem. My God, the school, no, right? So you want to take a break whenever you want to. So what about freedom here? Yes, you can do your work later, not now. No, that's no excuse at all. You're given enough time. Yes, so how do we utilize the freedom that is given? You are at home, parents are working, parents not watching you all the time. How did you utilize your freedom? By watching TV. Did you attend your classes regularly? Yes. Were you honest? Yes. Did you turn off the video and disappear? No. Did you turn off the video and off watch television? No. How many of you did that? Because I know how many of you were attending regularly. Only turning off the video. You can falling back to sleep again. No? Playing. You don't have both are see, you know your friends what they're doing. So here, once again, do you think, are you at that age where you can use your freedom? Or you understand the real value of freedom? Or you can decide what is right and what is wrong? So we are growing, we are still young children, and we are realizing our responsibilities. Some of you might be, some of you might not be. That is why do you think supervision is a must? Supervision has to be there? Yes. So then, of course, we need to be put on track. Otherwise, we might lose our interest or we might not be there, right? Okay, so here, but yes, it is once again a beautiful comparison where the child is there saying, I should be free. I love to rise in a summer morning. Let's do the meanings now. First, do the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Do the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. All of you quickly tell me. Morn, tree, horn, me, company. Morn, A, tree, B, horn, A, me, B, company, B. When we do rhyme scheme, it is more of the way we speak than way we write. So poets, they also change the spellings also, so that the rhyming scheme can continue. Can we look at the second stanza? Mourn away, outworn day, dismay. Oh, we like such poems where there are rhyme schemes and when there's the same rhyme. A, B, B. Is it the same as the first stanza? It's not. Day, dismay. Yes, Agam, can you tell me the second stanza? Stand up, please. More and is A. Away will be B. Outward A. Day. Dismay. So what is the rhyme scheme? A, B, A. Next one. Yes, Garvit. Sit, are, delight, bar, sharp. Same. Nice. Next one, yes, you. That boy behind you. Joy, sing, annoy, wink, spring. Yes. Very nice. Very good. Okay. Is it correct? Yes. Nipped away, stripped, day, dismay. Same rhyme scheme. Okay, fine. So it's joy and appear. Right. Now, can you tell me which stanza tells us that the child is happy and which tells us that the child is unhappy? First stanza. Is happy? Yes. Second stanza. Unhappy. Next one. Is unhappy? Next. How can the bird that is born for joy? Who is the bird here? Boy. Yes, so bird. I'm going to just tell you one thing else also. What is here? Yeah, let us do one thing more. The boy compares himself with a bird. Has he said like a bird? As a bird? So what is that device when we use like and as? It's a simile. So he has compared himself to a bird. I am a bird in a cage. Oh my God. Like he thinks himself to be a bird. What do we call that? When I think myself, when we assume that person or that thing to be that. It's called a right? How can the bird that is born for joy, who is he talking about? Is he actually talking about the bird or is he talking about himself? He's still, right? How can a child when feels annoyed but droop his tender wing? So just like the bird when it's afraid, when it goes in hide. And what will happen to the young child also? Will get tired, will get disappointed. And what will happen to his energy? It will be lost. Okay? Right. Last stanza. Oh, father and mother. Who is he trying to tell his problem to? His parents. And what is he telling his parents? What do you think he's telling his parents? What is he telling his parents? He's talking about his freedom. Is it? And is he talking about don't be so strict with me? Yes. Don't send me to school every day. Is it? That's his problem going to school. Okay. And yes, here once again, now here, what is he talking? What is he compared himself with? bird, and now he is a plant, right? And what will happen to the plant if the buds fall down, if the storm happens, the rain falls, the bud falls, and there will be no flowers, there will be no fruit, right? So we will not grow, we will not mature, we will not become bigger and better. Okay, so he's talking to his parents. Okay, right? How shall the summer arise in joy, or shall the summer fruits appear? Now, once again, here I have like kind of just described maybe what are the feelings. Now here, let us just change a little things here. Instead of me explaining the whole paragraph and the poem line by line, which I will have to eventually, I want you to come up with your understanding. Now, quickly, can anybody just tell me, what is this poem about? Is it about a bird? Is it about a flower? Is it about freedom? What is it? Freedom? Or is it the meaning of childhood?
Meaning of childhood.
Look at you changing. Stick to one answer. What is childhood? When you talk about childhood, it is innocence, right? When you believe, okay, yeah, I have hopes and dreams, I can enjoy nature, I can grow, I have dreams, isn't it? Right? That is your innocence. Yes? Want to say something? I had to check that. You show me your book first. Everyone show your book. This is a true meaning of teenager. What is the true meaning of teenager? This poem. You don't want to study, you don't want to be burdened, you don't want to be supervised, isn't it? Right? Okay? Then who understands the problem of the child? Is there anyone who understands the problem? God understands. Okay. So you're going to pray to God? How can you make your parents understand your problem? By telling them your problem. How can you tell your teachers your problem? By expressing your feelings. Are they going to listen to you? Who will listen to you more, the parents or teachers? Both should listen to you. Actually, both should listen to you. Okay.